Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady. Right, so today I just thought we'd do a bit of a catch up, see how you're all going and give you a bit of info on what I've been up to, which hasn't been a lot of crochet because we've had family stuff going on, as we all do. Right, so some of you may have noticed, if you didn't skip that first minute of my intro, I've actually changed it around a bit. Hopefully I've caught all the spelling mistakes this time, and I've also added a couple of other projects into the mix. So hopefully you like those. It's a little bit more updated than the last one. So can you spot the differences? Stick in a comment below how many changes you thought you spotted. Oh, and if you spot any spelling mistakes, stick them down below as well and I'll change them for the next time I do it. Right, so yesterday I was catching up on missed videos because of course now I've got over 100 new channels that I hadn't come across before, and that's all thanks to the Christmas in July fairies. Well, most of the girls and lads that I watch, and if they run competitions at the moment, because postage is extremely high, most of us creators are having to restrict where we can send our parcels to, because half of the time the postage is actually going to cost more than the initial present or prize. So because of this, I've been watching everyone's prize videos and commenting on them when I can, or I'm saying I'm not included or whatever. So I've been doing that last week and thought nothing of it. And then this week I was watching Madonna Ballard's Yarny Good News, finally caught up with those because I had 2 weeks to watch, and my name was mentioned and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've won something. I was so stoked. So I've run over to Kim's Crochet&Knits to find I'd actually won the sewing needles. They're like magic ones where the yarn just sort of clicks in or clicks around. I'm not too sure because I couldn't quite see them properly, but I'd actually broken my last magic one when I'd got to 1,300 poppies, so I knew I had to go out and get some more, but I wasn't too worried because I've not been making them as quickly as I did last year, so I'm not planning to put them together probably until the end of September, like September time. So I wasn't worried about going and pick up the pins, but now they're winging their way to me, and I'm going to have some new ones for this year's poppies, and they are literally solely for my poppies. So thank you ever so much, Kim. Can't wait to get them. It might take a few weeks, but it doesn't matter. As I said, I won't be using them till later on in the year anyway. Right, so as some of you know, I recently did a yarn review on the Robin paintbox, this one here. I will pop the link to that in the pop-up menu and in the description box down below. Now, I was having a nose around the internet last night to see if I could find myself another yarn company to order from. Yes, I have my favourite because their prices are really good, but I don't want to be constantly buying from them because otherwise it's just going to be video 99, video 100, look what they've got now. I want to sort of mix it up a bit and get it from get yarn from other places as well. So I was scooting around yesterday and I was on the Mariner website. I will pop the link in the description box below, and I came across this. I'll just stick a picture in. Right, so as you can see, the price on that is $1.75. Now, to me, as far as I see it, I've checked the labels out, I've checked all the description, and it is identical. The yarn weights, the care instructions, the meterage that you're getting, even the 2 choices you have, which are the 2 that I've got here. I can't see any difference apart from the label. Oh, and the price. because where I picked mine up from, it cost me £3 I think it was, for the 100 g ball. So if you're able to order from there and you like that colourway, I thought I'd give you a heads up that it's a lot cheaper from that site. And if you spend, I think it's over £25, again, you'll get free shipping depending on where you are. So don't quote me on that if you're ordering from outside of the UK. Right, so let's get on with finished whips. Now I've got one item that's slightly strange. It was something that I slightly mucked up on, or should I say I didn't like the colour combination choices. And the other item, of course, is the watermelon top. Now, as some of you know, I love my Courtney from Fiberfox Studios. I am still fangirling, and I think I probably will for a very long time. Now, Courtney is doing a series of mosaic crochet blankets and things. Now, I think these look stunning, so I decided at about 11:30 one night that nothing was going to plan, nothing was working for me, whatever pattern I was trying out at that point in time. With the paintbox yarn, nothing looked right. So I thought, right, okay, now I know with the ones that Courtney does, she says you can use any old yarn, just mix up the colours, whatever. So I thought, right, I'll go on there, I'll find a pattern I like, and I'll start work. So of course, as I'm saying, it's really late. I should really have just given up and gone to bed, but I wasn't having it. I wasn't letting that paintbox yarn there beat me. So I started making one of her blankets. Now, the starting chain took me a little while to get my head around, because for some reason nothing, as I said, nothing was working, not even my brain was working. So I got through my first rows, then I added in my colour, and then I did the step downs like she showed you, and I'm pretty impressed with how it turned out. I just hated every moment I was using the paintbox yarn. It's too crowded for me. So after doing, I think, what was it, 4 rows, I sort of gave up. So I've now got a nice long headband. There we go. But that's the start of the pattern, as you can see. So at least I know I can do it. I just don't like the colour combination. So of course I've sent a picture of this to Courtney, who had a good old giggle, because I actually stuck it on my head and tied it on my head and went, look, headband. So I thought I'd share that with you, just to give you a bit of a giggle. Really, thinking about it, that would make a brilliant belt. Not the colour combination, but just a 4-row repeat would make a pretty cool little belt. Might give that one a go, Courtney. Right, and the last one up is the top. Now I've managed to do the front and the back panel now, and I've even started on the shoulders. There we go. It is massive, so it should fit my big bum. I'm quite liking the way it's coming out. I've had a go at the shoulders twice now, because instead of just doing a simple slip stitch join or the other sort of joins I'm used to doing, this one you're actually joining using a slip stitch, then you're moving up to a stitch, and then you're joining again, you're going up, and you're going up in the stitches in blocks of 3, and you're doing the stitch as you're joining. So I've not used that technique before, not really. So to me it's a bit mind-boggling and confusing, but then hey, most things are at the moment, because I'm a bit out of touch with the crochet. Just doing the same repetitive, like the same pattern over and over, but I will get it done, I promise. It just might be another week of torture for me, but that's been that. Now I've had a go at recording the poppy square, but my camera that I've got, that I normally pop up here and film onto my green, I'm on green and purple at the moment, so it's my green and purple blanket, it really hates red and black. Now I did think, okay, maybe I can swap the colours out and do like a light pink, but it just doesn't feel right, and it doesn't sit right with me, because a poppy needs to be red. or at least this style of poppy needs to be red for me. So I'm just sort of working my brain out and seeing if I can maybe use the camera that I'm filming with at the moment to record it, but of course then I've got to find a way of supporting it, whether I might end up sticking it on my head or something, I don't know, anything to try and get it so that I can get that pattern out to you. But again, that's going to take another week until I can suss it out. Yeah, so this is the poppy square that I'm aiming to get to you. Alright, just so you know, it is quite a simple one. If you've had a go at the poppy pattern already and you want to just get on with it, your main start is actually this poppy section here. And what I've done is, instead of doing it in the 3mm hook that I've done the actual project poppy in initially, I've just enlarged the pattern by using the same yarn but going up to a 4mm, you know, the old faithful. And also, instead of starting with 2 strands of black, I'm only using the 1, and then it's just a case of me telling you how to join it all together. But that'll give you a rough idea of what you need to do to get it working. To get it working? That sounds really daft, doesn't it? Yeah, but it shows you how to, like, it will show you how to start it. And now I'm talking babble, and this will all be deleted. I've also found this cool little app which will help me with my what shall I make next scenario, because it's just Russian roulette, and I can type in all the different things that I'm thinking of doing. So for my next video, I'm going to run the roulette, and whatever the roulette chooses will be the next pattern that I'll put out. Yeah, so I thought that would be a little bit of fun, something a little bit different to the norm, rather than me just asking you and me having a giant list and trying to work down it. This way, if I've got ideas, which I have for about 4 different projects, I'm just going to shove them in and I'm going to let it run, and whichever one it picks will be stuck with. But it will be quite nice, because it might be a break from the blankets, or it might not be. We'll just have to wait and see. So this morning I was sitting drinking my coffee and I thought, hold on a minute, I've been on YouTube now for a good few months. I wonder how many videos I've actually made and inflicted you with. And it turns out this is video number 59. Gosh, I didn't realise I was such a chatterbox. But that also got me thinking, quite a lot of my older videos, although the recording quality is somewhat rubbish in some parts, I was thinking by now quite a few of us are starting to run out of things to watch on Netflix. So I was wondering if you guys would help me out a little bit. I'm trying to get my watch hours up, and I would really love it if some of you would, I don't know, maybe binge watch some of my videos. Now what I've managed to do is I've got 2 playlists running. One's called Mega Playlist number 1 and the other one's Mega Playlist number 2. Now Mega Playlist number 1 has got approximately 7 hours worth of videos in it, and then Mega Playlist 2 has got just over 4. So of course with it, and it'll be a bit more once I add this one in as well, but my idea is that basically if you could watch them, or even just stick the playlist on when you pop to the shop or something and just leave it running in the corner. You don't even have to have my annoying voice going, but it would be really lovely if some of you would watch that, or watch them I should say. Right, and also a good bit of news is my subscriber count is now at 771 of you. I am super stoked with this. My dream for this month would be to get to that 800. I know it's a big, well, it's not a mega big jump. There's only, what was it, 13? Yeah, 39 more that we need to hit that 800 for the end of the month. Do we think it's possible? That'd be really cool actually, because next month is going to be brilliant. I'm just leaving that with you. Next month is going to be a good month. Really good. Really, really good. Right, so just to give you a heads up what's been going on here. I had my daughter back from uni for a good few days. I was hoping that I would have had enough content to last, but Daft old me decided, no, let's put up 2 videos in one day instead of making you guys hold out for a couple of days. So that's why I've been quite quiet over this last week. And then on top of that, I've had to hide all of my cute stuff so she didn't nick it. So that's all come out, that's all back to normal. So this room's pretty much back to the way it was. I've still got to do a hour-and-a-half drive to drop off the last of her stuff. And then next week it's going to be all guns a-blazing again, because my husband's hobby, which I'm super proud of, he's been building computers, like PCs, and then selling them to the local community. So that has gone a bit turbo, and he has taken over a good few rooms in the house. And so next week he's actually moving his hobby into a premises and turning it into a business. So I am so stoked, I'm so chuffed that things are happening for him, and he's doing stuff that's going to make him happy and work to be happy rather than work to pay the bills. So that's why I might be a bit quiet again next week, will be because he'll have me carrying stuff up and down the stairs and helping him move into the new property, which is going to be super cool. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm going to head off now, see if I can get some of these videos recorded for you, and I will speak to you all soon. So remember, if you can, stay in, definitely stay safe, and I will see you all soon. Ta-ra for now.